On my birthday, I blocked and deleted the contacts of 2 childhood friends. Then I threw the phone they gave me into the trash. But right at that moment, they showed up with that manipulative girl, planning to surprise me with a birthday celebration. When they messaged me, they finally realized they had been blocked. Later, they went back home, saw my suitcase was still there, and thought I was just being emotional. But the next second, they found a torn calendar and a message in the trash, reading the words, 15 years of friendship now even. They were completely shocked, but what they didn't know was that everything happening now was the result of their own actions. We had grown up together, inseparable since childhood. We were even close, enough to buy a house together. But everything changed when the manipulative girl appeared. From that moment on, I was no longer the most important person in their eyes, and on her birthday, they even proposed to her in front of everyone. Back then, I hesitated to make a choice, because I didn't want to hurt anyone. But now they had chosen someone else without hesitation. Later, that girl flaunted her ring, showing off her new identity. When I stayed calm, she got angry and pushed me in front of everyone. That moment was seen by the 2 of them, but instead of getting the facts, they blamed me for being petty. Then to comfort her, they gave her a helicopter as a birthday gift. That was the moment I finally understood I meant nothing to them anymore. So I made a decision. I called my mom and agreed to the arranged marriage she suggested. The next morning I packed my things and got ready to leave. But then I received a taunting message from the girl. She said everything that should have been mine was now hers. But I just smiled, then looked at our old photos and decided to say goodbye to the past for good. They thought I would never go through with it, but they didn't know I had already made up my mind to leave during dinner. Their mother called. When she heard I was getting married, they were all stunned. But that manipulative girl just sneered and asked, "Where's the wedding?" What no one expected was that at dinner, she secretly put shrimp in my bun. I had one bite and had a serious allergic reaction. When they saw how uncomfortable I was, they didn't care. Instead, they accused me of being dramatic. Looking at the 2 men I once loved, all I felt was complete disappointment. To say goodbye to the past, I sold the house we once bought together. When they questioned me in shock, I casually lied, saying I wanted a bigger place so the girl could move in too. They smiled and nodded without thinking twice. The day before I left, I visited their mother. She held my hand tightly and told me to live a good life. I asked her not to tell them anything, but fate had other plans. They suddenly came home with the manipulative girl, so I made up an excuse and left quickly, and asked my friend to help me pack. But the girl overheard our conversation. She rushed in and mocked me, bragging about how much they loved her, but I no longer cared. Still, she wouldn't let it go, and blocked the door to stop me. Luckily, my friends stepped in to defend me. Just then they walked. But the girl immediately pretended to be wronged, and accused me of bullying her without asking anything. They scolded me on the spot before I could even say a word. My phone suddenly rang.